Today, I'm going to be very blunt. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Really do appreciate you being here. My name's Chris, and I'm building a business that suits my lifestyle. I'm not building yours, you're not building mine, but together we can learn, we can challenge, and we can share. But remember, you run your own race. And that is the whole message of today's video. I want to dive into that. I want to give my insight of this and what do I actually mean by this. And it really comes down to some tough love. My goal with these videos have always been twofold, right? One, to share my journey and to encourage others that they can potentially do this themselves and show them how they can make it work by my own experience. Of course, that's all I can share. And number two is to share my journey for myself, to keep myself honest, but also to create something that I can refer back to as kind of like a progress journal of sorts. Now, at the end of the day, it comes down to this, and it's a really good quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. And there's 3 points that really stick out from this. Number one is embrace the courage to innovate rather than conform. Meaning be willing to go out, do your own thing, try your own thing, and be someone that is willing to stand up for what you believe in, but at the same time, you do need to embrace the courage to learn. You need to take in the information. You need to gather that information. It works twofold. You have to embrace the courage to find the information, to then innovate, and then take something for yourself and turn it into something for yourself. Number two is leadership is not just for about reaching the top. It's about blazing new trails that others can follow. We are people who influence. Anyone that does anything, so you doing anything, people will watch and see what you do. Whether it's here on YouTube, whether it's just with your friends and family, whether it's out and about. And we have a responsibility for our actions, whether you know it or not. We do inspire, we do encourage, we do influence. That influence sometimes might not be what people want to see or like or enjoy, but sometimes it's what people love and really enjoy. And we need to take that into mind. And number three is personal fulfillment in your endeavors comes from authenticity. When you create your own path, when you do what you love, basically, is what I'm saying, is we create our own path that reflects our own values and our visions. And it then enables us to lead to a more genuine and satisfying professional life, which is why I'm building a business to suit my lifestyle. And again, I'm not building yours. You're not building mine, but together we can learn, we can challenge, and we can share. But remember, you run your own race. Now, I've spoken about this a few times that we are all reselling or doing this as a business for whatever reasons. It might be a side hustle, it might be flipping some extra cash, it might be saving up for a holiday or for a car or a bigger side income. It might actually be to create and scale a business. It might be to replace a 9-to-5. It may even be for something bigger, whatever you want to create it into. And again, we do this either alone or we're doing it with others. And that others might be actually because you have a partner or someone that you're doing this with, or it might be because you're doing this with a community and you're sharing the experience. The great thing is we can learn from so many different places and we can share in so many different places. We can do it on YouTube, we can do it with blogs, community groups, social media groups, Discord, chat groups, memberships, mentors, coaches, accountants, similar minded folk, I guess. We can learn from accountants, we can learn from other businesses, events, and I'm sure there are even more. The point is, if you want to make money flipping or reselling or whatever it is, right? Even if you want to make money in business, if you want to make money in life, you have to do these 4 things. You have to learn how to do it. You have to do it. Then you have to keep learning how to do it better and then do it. So basically, really, all you got to do is learn and do. If you're not willing to learn how to do something, if you're not willing how to learn why something isn't working, if you're not willing to learn how to follow the process, if you're not willing to learn how to work with other people, if you're not willing to learn how to make this better than it was a year ago, if you're not willing to learn any of these things, then you won't make the progress you want. Now, the learning part we can get from other people, but you need to do the action. You need to make mistakes, you need to fail, and you need to try again. You need to pivot, you need to adjust, you need to take risks, and you need to go slow. All these different things. Most of all, you need to take action, take ownership, and take accountability. Because at the end of the day, you are responsible and you are accountable for your thing. You need to find your vessel, you need to find your support group or the folk who can inspire you and encourage you and motivate you to move forward and to make this happen and to get the best out of you. You need to find where there is value for you and you need to follow that value. that value will change as well. It won't always be the same. What you value, what I value, what other people value, it's all different. Sometimes it will be the same. But we're all on a different timeline. We're all on a different path to whatever it is that we're looking towards or wanting. So you can't compare apple to apples of why I might seek my inspiration or my value from somewhere that you don't. Or we might seek it from the same. We're going to learn differently because we're different parts of a timeline in terms of progress and our journey. I will be honest though, I don't have all the answers. I might not even have all the answers you want. I might not share this in the style that you want. I may not do the way you do it, like how I run my business. I might not think the same way as you, or I might not execute the same way as you, and I may not even have the same end game as you, like intention as you. That's okay. I probably don't have the same as you. You don't have the same as me. There's so many different ways we can do this. And I'm not just necessarily talking about reselling. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about all of it. But in this particular case, it relates to us, you and me, in a reselling lens or context. Now, it's okay that this doesn't match. It's okay that this isn't the same because I'm building a business that suits my lifestyle. I'm not building yours. You're not building mine. But together, we can learn and challenge and share and do this. But remember, you do run your own race. That's really what's been boiling on me for the last week. I've seen a lot of confliction, frustration, confusion, and banter between the communities and just this whole reselling space. And I hate the drama. I really do. But at the end of the day, we're all out here to do something for ourselves. We have our reasons. Majority of the time, it's just to make money. Whether it's someone selling something or whether it's you selling something on eBay, right? People sell things as a product, which is a learning product for you. Just like you selling some toys that you've picked up from an op shop and you're selling them for, 200% more because they're of value to someone else. I'm not here to pick a side. I'm not here to banter and all that. What I'm here to share is that you're creating and building something of your own. Make it your own and get to that, to that location, to that end game, to where you want to be, following the steps around you based on what you think is valuable and where you see it is valuable. But at the same time, do your own research and learn of what works for you and what doesn't. That's all I'm going to say. And I will also say this. I really appreciate everyone that's here in the comments, hanging out in my chat groups, that I interact with on different communities and all these places, right? I really, really appreciate it. And together, we can build something that's really, really great, right? But there's other people that have better information than me. There's some people that maybe I don't like the way they share it either. But that's okay because we're all doing something different and we're all building a business that suits our own lifestyle. Right, so this week, getting into the business and how the week has actually progressed, it's been a little different. I've actually done probably the least amount of work I've ever done in the business. And that's because I've been having my worker do the majority of it this week, continuing to trial out the week of me being away. I've only personally posted about 6 items this week and I think we've sold over 73. So it's been really, really encouraging, but it's actually been really, really scary at the same time. It's exciting and scary, but it's working well. Things are going okay for the next basically 10 days. It's really just cleaning up small little gaps, fixing anything, and fighting any fires that might pop up between this period. But really, this is going to be a defining moment for me, but also for the business, and it's going to, either way, it's going to help the business grow. So what has sold this week? Well, it's been a total of 73 items. You can see here, majority clothing. Once again, there has been a few bits of video games and electronics and books. One book actually sold very, very quick, which is in the what sold section of this video. So stick around a bit longer. But it's been a pretty rewarding week. It started off really, really heavy, and the last couple of days have been really, really dead. In terms of some of the finer categories, you can see here on screen what's been selling in terms of button shirts or the types of video games or the types of clothes. And there's been a few different odds and ends here. Like obviously there's some PC games, there's some hi-fi, some radios, there's some books, and there's, as you can see, some PlayStation stuff going out as well. So really cool to be able to break that down now and actually have a better understanding of what's moving, when, how, and why. So in terms of the top items that have sold this week, I do have 4 for you. These aren't necessarily all the best items that sold for the week, but they're pretty cool and I want to share them with you. The first one is this Rock Band wireless guitar for PlayStation 4. I picked this one up for $10.03. and sold it for $141.50, and after fees and postage it's gone for $97.99. There's some of these that do fly out the door. Some of these they sit for a while, or if they're new in box they will get some big dollars, but do some research on this because there's some really interesting stuff and some really cool limited edition versions. Number 2 is this Roxy Women's snow pants. I picked these up in, I think it was a video I did last week in my thrifting video to savers. Paid $10.06 for these. They went out for $102. They've gone to Western Australia, and I've profited $64.58 after fees and postage. And then the next one was this Fila Men's Antonio Polo shirt, and it's a 70s style. It's a bit different. I didn't really know much about it, but I did some research. Worth $11.38. That's how much I paid for it. It's now sold for $96.07. It's gone overseas, and I've walked away with $58.37 after fees and postage. Now, probably the coolest flip for the week is this cautious Amorist Norman Lindsay illustrated 1936 hardcover book. I picked this up literally on Saturday morning. I went to a market and an op shop. Didn't really get much from the market. I found this at the op shop. I did pay $2.22 for it. Works out to be a sale of $60.60. And that's $39.98 back into my pocket after fees and postage. Was listed for about 25 minutes. I had it listed for $60 plus postage. They offered me $50 plus postage. I took it. So I either didn't know something, or it was really what someone wanted. So either way, I'm very happy. $2 into 60. Hey, I'll take it. So the week, 148, 73 sales, margin sitting at about 44%. We have sold $3,421 worth. We have a cost of good of $585. Profit was around $1,500. ASP being a bit higher this week with $46.87, and average cycle time, meaning the time from listing to selling, on average has been about 66 days. So a very, very rewarding week. We're going to dive into some show and tell now. Don't have much, but I will show you what I've got, and then we'll wrap it up. Alright folks, welcome to Monday. A little bit different today. I'm here by myself, my workers on their way. I'm not going to be doing the picking, packing, posting today. They're going to do it because I want them to get the experience of the Monday big rush. I did get a whole bunch of more stock delivered. Actually, just as you can see here, I'm going to move this out. That got delivered Friday. But in terms of how much items we've got going out, I won't get to take you through all the details, but we've got 25. We're on 42,698. It's been an interesting weekend. I am running a bit of a sale on some things now, but I'm going to got to get all this out down below me, and then I'm going to be doing some photos myself. And as you can see, things are still progressing through. Plenty of stock, so it's great. All right, let's do this. Alright team, all done. I've been doing photos. Postage is all done as well. Just actually heading down to the car. Got to take all this back to the car because I'm going to sort that at home. And yeah, it's all empty. I'll show you in a second. Alright, all done. There's all the post, as you can see. I've got this stuff that I'm taking home as well to sort through and just air out and do some research on it. But yeah, that's my day. Pretty easy going. My work is going to stay and do some more photos now actually, so woohoo! Howdy team, today is Thursday. It's actually been a bit of a weird week for me because this is the first week where I've done the little amount in the business, meaning because my worker has been doing everything. They did all the pick, packing, posting on Monday, they did it on Wednesday. I'm here today, had to drop off a few things. I'm just doing some of the postage that's here. There's about 13 to do. So I'll take you through a little bit of what's been going out. So we've got a whole bunch of clothes. We've got this little guy that I picked up from Torquay a few videos back. Some R.M. Williams. Picked these up from Melbourne actually, in a thrift shop. Pretty good. We've got some nice NBA shorts going over to US. We've got a big PS2 bundle going out. That went for $220. What else have we got? We've got a couple more PlayStations going over here. Just getting stuff ready for Christmas. So these are moved quick. Little TVs going out for 200 and I think it's 200? Maybe 120. I can't remember. Not working though. This one's going to Switzerland, and just a bread and butter R.M. Williams. So pretty easy going. We do have some Pokemon cards, which I'll take you guys through a little bit later. There's some pretty cool bangers in there. They're going out for the winners from the giveaway the other night. Stock's looking pretty good. We've stocked up on consoles. We've got computers. We've got plenty of clothes in here, as you can see. Things are going well. So in terms of, actually, I don't think I've got the light on in here. Let's have a look. In terms of space and what we're getting through here, we've almost finished all the shorts. Still a fair bit to go through, but some polo there. They're all done. Then we've got all these. Still got all that. Still got jeans under here, and still have 2 more bales to open up. So, and all that needs to be washed. Yeah. So it's all happening. Looks like my work is going to have plenty of stock while I'm away as well. All right, let's pack it all up. All right, so we're all packed up now, and I'm going to show you some of the cards that were won. So Ashton got the good stuff. So just give me a second. I'm going to get this out for you, and this one's coming out to you in a box. Look at that beautiful card, just insane. Ooh, yeah. And then there's a few other goodies here. There was a few nice ones in Donald Duck, which is Retro Ranger. Maybe Granny won this folder, so she'll be putting all the cards in that one. So well done, folks. And there's also some earrings that will be going out as well. I've got to take a picture of those. So thanks, folks, for getting involved. And there's still more time for giveaways. So there you go. That has been my week. And the reason why I kind of wanted to be blunt about all this topic is because I'm probably feeling a little frustrated. I'm seeing so many different banters here and there, and I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. But I did want to give my opinion around, we're out here doing this for whatever reasons we're doing it, and that's okay. We're all doing it for our own reasons, and majority of that is to make money in some sense. And you need to find what works for you, find the people that inspire you, and run with it. And be okay and comfortable to change that. Over time, things will change. You change, people change, and our priorities change, our values change. So we're going to embrace the courage to make those changes, right? You don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to do it the way someone else does it. You can take a combination. You can do it in different ways. You can tread your own path. That's what I would encourage you to do, is figure out what works for you, blend it all together, and then go forward and drive with a driving force, something that you're proud of. Got any questions, comments, thoughts about all this? Chuck it down below. Really do appreciate you being here. Only 10 days until I go away. It's crazy stuff. Anyway, you have a wonderful day. Cheers.